Evening everybody, how are you doing? I thought today, because although we're coming up every day and you're kind of getting little glimpses of the garden, I think we'll do a full tour. It's a gorgeous night, the sun's still out and it's nice and cool now, and I thought come along and we'll have a little look around the garden. So I'm just sitting at the bench here. So this is what I did first thing this morning. Let's just stand up there. And it's my Cabernet Nero bed with those Nero in there. And like I say, I said it, yesterday. I'm chuffed to bits with this net's. I might actually try and look for another one, just so I've got one in hand. So hopefully, and I've also, as you know, got the wool down this time to stop the slugs and snails and puppy dogs' tails. I found that on beans to be really good, So hopefully. Right along this little border we have a lot of shallots and some geraniums just planted there, and I'm letting down the daffodils die down there, so hopefully we'll get a flush of colour with that. Moving along to these three beds, here we go. These will be my main stir-on onions, and I planted them on the 11th of March, and you can just start now to see them coming, how the leaves are getting a bit more chunky and a bit more fatter. And I've got stir on there and stir on there, interlaced there with some lettuce there. I don't know if can you see it there? That's just the Lollo Rosso lettuce, which was bought with some green, but the snails have I don't think I've got any green coloured left apart from some volunteer lettuce, which we'll get to up there. It seems to have all gone. So moving on here is, now I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be my white currant bush there. Now I've had to adjust it a little bit, and it's it's a temporary measure, but along this bed, right around the edges, and I think I'm going to pull them off, is some banana shallots. So hopefully they're coming and they're looking all right. Well, they're there, I can see them, and I haven't lost them yet. I've got a couple of cauliflowers, which there's some being taken away, and we've got some turnips there, and that's enough. That bed actually needs a little bit of a tidy up, and I might move things around a little bit and I can sneak something else in that bed there. Moving on to my, yes, this is purely as a windbreak, but it's not like a full-blown windbreak because as you know, bees don't pollinate the sweet corn, it's the wind that pollinates it. So, but the wind still gets through, but when it gets to the time I might take it down, we'll see. But it certainly is a good protection for the wind, and there was, like I say, a lot of the Americans were I've never seen that before. What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? So that's looking all right, I'm quite, and they're away, and yeah, I could probably stick a few more in there, to be honest. This now is looking a little bit, I keep forgetting to water it. This is my Victoria plum tree, so I'm going to give that a good water tonight. I might actually sink it in some soil, a little bit there, I don't know. What I've noticed, mind you, with this bed is, again, it's got some shallots, and then those two tomatoes, there are the sun gold tomatoes, but I'm just doing them outside. If I get a few, they won't even get home, I'll just pick them and eat them. But I did have two rhubarb crowns there. Now one seemed to have gone totally, so, well, it's still there, so I'll see if it comes back, but I'd rather just still have the leaves, so I'm a little bit concerned for that. Moving on to the strawberries. Now you'll notice the strawberries, I still haven't got me, oops, I'm tripping over stuff, trying to get my sun up. But what I did notice, because what I want to do, and it'll be easier if there's two, but I took it nice and tight at the back, because I need to put my beans in. But I did notice on a certain tomato, it's just got the first tinges, I think, there on that side there, of going red. So if I don't hurry up, I'll lose some, do you know what I mean? And like I say, the first time, is that a potato? No, I think it bloody is, isn't it? Look at that. A bloody potato. Yeah, bugger, yeah. Shove that down there. That's still going to come, but yeah, that's bloody, if you grow potatoes anywhere. So it needs a net on, and I'm chuffed to bits, to be honest, and I like this idea of just putting a mesh down to keep it there. There's a great example, just to keep your strawberries nice and tidy. But there's my beans there, and I give them a good water this morning, and like I say, I'm going to pop them there, and that whole kind of little frame there will be Belotti beans. So, and I think this is my favourite bed, you know, so I'm intending now, I've really made my mind up to take this bed out. This now is going to be a bed. I'm going to get that wood there, and I'm going to get a friend, AGH Services, you know what I mean, to get Alex there, get Alex down and help us, because they're a ton weight, and I cannot, my excuse is I cannot cut at the moment with my shoulder, you know what I mean, so even my saw wouldn't even go through that there, but I'm sure he's a professional joiner, man, he knows his stuff. So we're going to hopefully build a new bed there, and I love that, I love it, because it's like, this bed was nothing, you know, it wasn't there, it was just waste ground, but to get a bed out of it, and to get a bed that good, you know, if anybody, I don't even know where it is on the archives, but it was a great, you know what I mean, I enjoyed doing that video, because I didn't know it was going to work, and I didn't know it was going to work that good, you know what I mean, it's brilliant, to be honest. I'm chuffed to bits, even though I say so myself. My carrots aren't doing so good, I'll be honest. When did I fly away? On the 27th of the 4th. I think I probably spaced them out too far. I was hoping, I mean, they're coming, but I was hoping so I wouldn't have to thin them. But I think with sporadic germination, it might be a time to just plant some more somewhere else, and then, you know what I mean, just call that a day on that one. Peas are looking tremendous, and I'm going to set some more peas away, probably in pots this time, because I haven't got anywhere really I should do the drain pipe method, but then again I haven't got drain pipes. But I'm chuffed to bits with the way these peas have come along, you know what I mean. I just planted them in the ground, you know, there was a few concerns that mice would get them, but to be honest, mice around here don't normally, you know, are not normally affected by them. These are the March 2 ones, and when did I plant? Have I got a date for them? The 20th of the 3rd that I planted these. So it would have been both the 20th of the 3rd, and these are my first lot of peas, and Kelvin Wonder again on the 20th of the 3rd. And I'm using willow sticks, look at that. Little ladybird there as well. Oh, that's the way to eat them aphids. I used willow sticks with the little poppers on so it didn't damage your eyes, and I've just put that string on, and that string will just go, you know what I mean, it'll just rot down eventually. I bought it for me tomatoes, but it was, you know what I mean, I mentioned in the comments that it just wouldn't last 5 minutes. To them, what you doing, man? So I've changed that. Right, where else? We'll go up here. Got some of the white raspberries that, as you know, were just left, but they're coming along to be my best raspberries ever, you know. That's my first lot of the Woodland beetroot, and that was planted on the 25th. And I did have some bok choy in the back, but it doesn't look to be there now. So again, that's going to be a little bit cultivated for something else, maybe some more lettuces or maybe a few rows of carrots. But that's my first batch. Now I've got some more. I've already planted my second batch of the beetroot, so that's in the greenhouse polytunnel, and we'll see that now. These tubs, I'm not going to keep them because I just think they're white daffodils, but I'm going to use the tubs just to plant in some wild rocket and, you know, some salad is like that, so I can just have like a nice big ball of stuff to pick. So it's more the pots that I'm after, and I'll just put some compost in and bring on some rocket and stuff like that. This has been a fantastic success, this bed. That one there has been a pitiful example. And even, you know, I've been trying to water as much as I have, but this one I don't even think's had water. Now these are, let me just see, I'm sure they're called Advantage F1 cabbage. I'm just trying to look on the 30th of the 3rd, and every one of them looks good. Where we go down here, I mean, these cabbages are all right, I guess. Could just probably do with a nice good water. But I think I might have 3 Calabrese this time. And last year I was like tremendous with it, you know what I mean? It was really good. It was just I was picking them like Smarties, but I think that's possibly my worst bed. Look, unlucky 13 bed. In this bed, I've got my celeriac and I've got some spring onions along the end, but they're getting nibbled to bits, to be honest. So they were a good set, but now something's eating them away there. I'll leave them, they might come again, but I'm going to bring me other spring onions on a lot further. You know what I mean? I find, to be honest, I get a much better crop when I just use onion sets. Do you know what I mean? Shallots that come up, no problem. But in this garden, weak, like little spring onions. You know what I mean? That I'm going to try a lot more mature ones, but I need to get some more away as well, because we use spring onions like Smarties. I've got some. The last batch of me, like onion seedy ones, is along. Can you see along that little strip there? So they're spring onions. Then that's it. And I was hoping, you know, they would be the next batch. But what else we got here then? Right, we'll go to this bed. This is a more advanced Cabernet Nero, and these actually lettuces need to come up now, to be honest. I'll have to pick them now. So you can tell something was preying on them around here and haven't touched down there. I need to get in there and just give it a quick weed, but nothing drastic. But at least I've got some there, and that's normally the amount I get. So to be honest, I'm hoping like that big bed there, my new fancy bed with me fancy netting over, will be like a success, and I'll have a lot, because probably our favourite veg, and we'll eat so much of this stuff, you know what I mean, especially if you've got it like in abundance, you know. Right, moving on. These are my white gooseberries, goose gogs, and I've got a little couple there, look at yes. So I'm chuffed a bit, that, to be honest. So goose gogs there, and I just had some shallots spare, and I've just put them around there as well. These are Japanese onions. Now these are just fattening up there now, and to be honest, I could pull them now. You know, they're only little, but when you're making just a meal for yourself, you know, if you're going to work and you want a quick salad or a quick stir fry, they're an ideal size. I'm looking behind you because I'm looking at this. It's so lovely as a plant, but I don't know. Does it come out? Let us know. Let us know right in the comments below. Shall I pull it? I mean, this is actually now, you know, that's taller than us now, you know. It's just tremendous, to be honest. And I love this. These stems are just a gorgeous colour. You know what I mean? Look at that, man. I can still get, you know, we've still got leaves there, so what am I thinking? We can still eat it. But I could probably do with the bed, so I could put lettuce in, so I could feed it to the snails. Right, here is my Greek garlic. Now I don't know what this is going to be like. So just... Oh, there's a bulb there. I don't know if it's a big bulb or not, but this might have still a while to go, you know, so we'll wait and see. But I'll show you, as you know, my garlic in there, I was really happy with it. A bit of volunteer rocket there, which I haven't actually touched. You know, I should really take it home, but no. As you can see there, my show onions, this is what my dad gave us, the Robinson's Mammoth ones. And I'll be honest, they are getting a bit bigger. Maybe they'll come. I cannot see them coming huge, what they were meant to be. You know, the picture on the is just whopping big, huge ones, but I cannot see them doing that. I have got my French broad beans there. Well, my French climbing beans, should I say. Now, someone mentioned Broomhild, I think, that's how they're pronounced. I haven't tied them up yet, but I will, but you can see they're actually starting to wrap round, you know what I mean? They're all kind of wrapping themselves round. It's just an instinct, isn't it, for them? You know, right down there, as you can see. Now, these are the red gooseberries. Now, I can't see if there's anything on these red gooseberries, but, well, not yet anyways. Again, more shallots there. So, they're just, the daughter cooks so much with shallots. These are my white gem. Yeah, they're starting to come, my parsnips. Can you see there? There's a little 3 rows. So hopefully, and I'm hoping, because sometimes I always get them like disfigured. You know, I see other gardeners and they're just pulling out these lovely white cylindrical parsnips. I mean, they still taste gorgeous, but you know. Right, now this bed is a bit of a peculiar one. These are these giant, these are these red meat radishes that were sent over from Audrey with like a batch of seeds. But I cannot see anything on it, and it's, well, actually that one's going to seed there now, so I'm going to just pull it and just see there's nothing there, just a little. So tell you what, I'll pull another one just to see if that's it. That's a little bit. I don't know what they're supposed to look like, but I think this could just be compost. I mean, don't get wrong, I can do with the bed. So, right, this is my main. This will be my main. Excuse me there. Swallowed a fly. My main charred bed, and a little bit of Chinese pink celery on there, and a little bit more rocket just in the corner, another volunteer one. So this chard was planted, and I did it in modules in there on the 3rd of the 2nd, and I must admit I've given it good waters all the time because the ground's been so dry. A couple of little weeds there, just pick them. Right, so you've seen this is a little salad bed which I've like given it a good, well, I got Reed to kind of go around and put this. It's like, I quite like it. It's like that hair stuff, so it looks like the lettuces have taken, and it's just a little bed. It's a nice little bed, mind you. I like it. So just to get a few bits of more salad down, because I found out, as you know, the trick with a salad is to have a bucket of water, cold water, put the leaves straight in, and take that bucket, put a lid on if you can, back home with the water in, and it works a treat. Red onions, and I'm really pleased about my red onions. This is quite a nice bed, this one, mind you. It's always put some good crops out. So yeah, a couple ran to seed, but they kind of nearly all did, but they'll still use as red onions. And I think these were called electric, but again I can't see that. I've got a new tape machine, as you know, but they're looking all right. This is a mixed bed. It's more like a workbench bed, if I'm honest. You know what I mean? I like it like that, mind you. You know what I mean? I like to put stuff on it because I feel like it still keeps the dampness in. But I've got at the back again more shallots. Then it's more really flowers, and it's like I say, it's a holding pen. Got a bit of parsley there, but these are me Savoy cabbages, which I'll put in soon as well, or a bit later, should I say, along with me sprouting broccoli, which I want to put in a bit later. But I like this bed because it's a holding bed, and if I was to just plant it up, then I've kind of lost a good bit of space. That's like a workman, like a workman bench. So I think that's it. Oh, my potatoes, man. Hey, man, look at this one. I know we're going right into the sun here, but potatoes are looking good. I have been again watering them. And this is the, I don't know what that is there. This is, see if it is, it's like damp inside. Oh, that's, you know what I mean? Because that's what it's for. It's meant to keep the dampness in its rapeseed straw. It's a horse bedding, I think. And I got a couple of bales from it for eBay. Now, when did I do these? These are pink fir apple on the 27th of the 3rd. And to be honest, there's a couple of folks doing some like Christmas potatoes, but I'm not going to do Christmas ones. There's enough pots there for potatoes, you know what I mean? I could do it, but it's just I'd have to get some more pots, to be honest, and I don't want to kind of choke up any more places. Right, I think we'll go into the tunnel. I've got to give a nice water in here today. As you can see, it's a string, and I'll not change from this method now. You know, one thing I might do is take that wire, and just push it as far back as I can. I didn't realise it. It looks like nice, but it needs to be kind of further back. Lots of different, these were all sent from Audrey. Lots of different tomatoes, more so grown in, I guess, in the United States, but they're all doing great on the northeast English coast there, so I'm happy as out. There's that tomato. This is a Cherokee purple one. There you go. So I've got my first tomato on. Most of them are still just plants. A couple of little ones on the sun gold tomatoes. Now these are my duo pods, as you know, from where I get it from Greenhouse Sensations, and you get like a load of water storage in there, and they recommend, well, they say you can have about 2 weeks worth of water, and it does say in instructions, because Reed came up, my son, and said, oh, that's dead dry, but the surface does get dry. I mean, that is like crispy dry, but the plant's still, it's still getting its nourishment. This side, some spare, I mean, I need to put them out. I'm giving them such good waters now, and they're actually in a little bit of water there, so I don't need to kind of change anything there. I think I've lost one grape, but one grape's coming on, but I just haven't had time or planning to get it out and get it dug in properly. These are my new seeds, and we're up to my new seeds there. Chigua, I think, I'm not sure. This is the Whirly Candy Rock beetroot, cilantro, coriander. Got some in there, and you can see, look at that straight away there, the little gems straight away, first out of the post there. Nice little batch of like multi-sown little gem lettuce. Over here we have, this is my second batch, which I haven't actually come yet, second batch of beetroot. Those are, remember I did a video, Brussels sprouts, ever some specials, because I haven't got any Brussels sprouts. I forgot to plant Brussels sprouts, but they need actually repotting on, so they're ready to go. That's my second batch of spring onions, and it's actually not as good as me, because there's only like say one there, but I'm just going to leave them in here for a little bit longer. These are really my reserve beans, Bellotto and the Ball-Hild. Someone told as well, and I thought, oh, that's dead easy to remember. These are the purple, tasty as anything, mind you, absolutely. Again, good water, and I've just seen the rot of someone there. It's these that I think is remarkable, the toilet tubes ones. I've got these were sent from Scott, Sue and Amelia. Some dwarf bean yellow, some Hilton in the middle, and then some tender green, and these are all just like little dwarf ones. Then, mind you, look at this. These, it was like a little test. to see if we can plant on the 19th of April. I'm beginning to think I might get a tomato or two on there, you know. And I think what I'm going to do is plant maybe a couple of them in where them silly chilies are, you know, dig up the poorest of the bunch, which actually looks that one there, you know what I mean? And probably just them two there, to be honest, and just get them away, set them tomatoes away, and that'll be good to go. The peppers, these are the sweet peppers, the Espana ones, and I got these, it was Steve Greenside Up is planting these ones as well. Now what's that? There's a little volunteer, I don't know what that is. It's something there, but the peppers are coming on and I'm giving them a little bits of feed and that. And even if I get a few from them, that'll be great. As you've seen, these are my aubergines. Now, sorry, I'm got a tickly throat. These are the ones that I brought in, as you know, from like grafted plants, so that the roots are different to the top stock. And as you know, I'm going to aim to split them in half and bring 2 strings down, so we're good there. Then these are my grafted tomatoes. Now the Bellarico ones, and you get a good crop. I did last year, so I'm hoping again this year. And again, I've cut a little bit more off the leaves, and I'm ready now just to let them go and just climb up this string, you know, hopefully get a nice crop off there. They're great for red sauces. Finally in here is me, what do you call them? Cucumbers. And as you know, I'm trailing them up here, and I've been cutting off the suckers and trying to get it a little bit tidier, just to keep it under control. So hopefully I will get it. And apparently the way you do it as well, if you go back to the video that I was talking about this, you get a better crop anyways, you know, because again, the plant's not giving up all its energy for... I'm just trying to find a sucker so I can show you. I think that's one there. You see, snap that off. And then there's your fruit down there. So there we go. That is it. That's a nice big tour there, I think. Just to sit back with a cup of tea and have a little look and enjoy the garden. We haven't had a good tour. Oh, I've still got a few. Got some leeks and some celery bits and pieces along there, and some different cabbages and things which might just go to the compost. But anyway, it's nice to have reserves. So listen, I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I know it's a long one, but take good care and I'll see you again. Look after yourselves.
The world from the place beneath the willow.